Buckhouse Wax Clinic.
Now the difference between colors and types of wax is based on the hardness. So right now we're riding super slushy old snow, so the shape of those snow particles are very round because they're not a fresh snowflake. A brand new, really cold snowflake, super sharp and jagged. So like midwinter in December, January when it's really cold out, or even if it just gets really cold, those snow particles get very like sharp and grabby. That's why on a cold day you're like, man, I can't like move my snowboard. Like this thing is just like my board must be wrong, and it's really just the wax that you have to base your board. So you want to get a really hard wax to break those hard snow crystals down, so then you can move. But when it's super old, melted snow, more ice, very round. So you want a soft wax that's going to help you just glide on top. Kind of maybe put a little lot of base clear because you want to put it on and let it somewhat dry out. You don't want that to be super technical. So when it comes to waxing a board, you can get so nerdy. You can melt the wax at the perfect temp. You can wait the proper times for things to dry. Like that's why like most of the time when I'm doing a YouTube video, I'm just like quickly, this is how you wax your board. Like you're gonna wait 24 hours before scraping, and it's just like, yo, chill. For the average person, like what we're about to do tonight is gonna give you an absolute killer day. If you are a ski racer and you're going for the national championship, sure, get real nerdy with it. Alright, so when it comes to melting the wax, you don't need a lot. I tend to put way too much. At least if you ask the ski dog, he hates when I wax the board and
dude.
So once your iron's a little hot, just kind of start melting it. It'll start to drip. The hotter the iron is, the more it'll drip around. Black wax on the black base.
Perfect combo.
Nice scent to this wax tongue. One way, if you're not gonna like check the temp on the box, and then like you're using like say you lost the box, you just have this bar wax. You're like, I don't know what temp it is. If the wax iron is smoking, your iron is too hot. You're burning your wax. So once you dripped it on, you kind of just place it where it always, and then you just kind of circle motion it. And you just push it around. Just kind of spread it all around the base. And you don't want to leave the iron in one spot for too long. You can cause damage to the deck from de-landing and straight melting your base type situation. So. And then the like recommended how often should you wax is roughly 3 to 4 days of riding, or some boards are pretty good at like letting you know that they're thirsty and they want more wax. A centered base is a board that you can probably wax every 2 days of riding. I think it's the hotter, this will go faster. You just like this slow circle motion. The more you like push it into the pores and things like that. Looks like you have some yellow wax in there too, Tom.
What's up?
Is the centered base the expensive one or the cheap one?
Centered bases are your more expensive base.
Right.
They're going to be your...
I love that shot.
They have that like zip locky thing, like that thing you skip your finger on.
Oh, okay. No, I have the cheap one, I'm sure.
Heck yeah.
Center bases are harder. They don't damage as easy. They just don't hold wax as well. What's the other? Center and extruded.
I'm sure I have the cheap one.
And extruded bases
One
are
or two runs on the hood and it'll be closed.
Yeah, right?
It has real good tune, but honestly, when we're riding the type of snow we're riding right now, guys, you literally can just put this on, rub it in, and leave it.
Heck yeah,
It's gonna
dude.
get ripped off super easy and fast.
I took some off, but yeah, I don't know.
Because of
Or
how
if you just put the wax on and then brush it, then you get those pretty lines and it looks smooth and not like, 'cause it doesn't look pretty after iron.
So I'll probably scrap and demonstrate on one side of the deck.
Can't get half of it.
I can do half one way and then.
Okay.
Good luck. Tom's like, move. Come on, Iron. Good smoke. Yeah, like good core shot right there, Tom. That when you went down, went to down the couloir to save Buckhouse's life.
That'd be a better story than knowing I was just riding to the car, bottom level, through the slush. It was just
Ooh, I can smell that wax.
Don't inhale it too much.
Heck yeah.
So a lot of people like to like just crack open a beer and just like go in the garage, get away from the wife. That's the board. Sounds personal.
I was gonna say a lot of people.
There's another technique too where you can like rub the wax if you want to save your wax on the iron.
Or give it a little rub crayon.
Oh yeah, the crane version. There's many techniques. So if you're into Discord, I'm sure.
However, the person commenting does it is the best way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
This is the record.
Of course.
I kinda like the crayon.
Lots of
technique. I
experts
like
out
that.
there. What if you're on the hill without the iron? You know?
Yeah.
Not wrapping it up.
I'm a big fan of it will all work for what we're doing.
Right?
I had no problem going deep without wax. You will notice a difference though with wax.
Heck yeah.
Alright. I call that the good enough.
Oh, that the good enough.
It's like Tom was saying, with the type of snow we're riding right now, you could just do that and you're gonna be good to go tomorrow. You're gonna be cruising. Once again, the internet commenters will let you know that you don't need to, you need to let this sit before scraping it. However, if you
Yeah.
scrape it when it's warm, it scrapes a whole lot easier. You get yourself a scraper. There are scraper sharpeners, which are really nice for these plastic ones because then you can get it nice and sharp. Again, you can use a metal scraper, but you gotta be very careful because you can actually scrape away your base. And how much are you trying to scrape away is typically till you don't like really see the wax. I have these like fancy stands with grips that will help the board from moving on it. But you kind of just like if you're trying to save wax, you don't have to do the nose of the board. Some people think too, like it's got like some will say one solid motion through the deck.
Unless you're having your butler in half the hill. Then you
Yeah, unless you're Evan, you have a tail butter half the hill, you have to
Yeah.
wax your nose and tail.
If you're trying to save money on wax, you don't have enough money to snowboard anyway. Tickets are expensive.
You have other problems.
Yeah,
You find a chair with wax smell, you don't want to run out of it, you just smell it.
or that, yeah.
Look at all the stuff that got scraped off.
Yeah.
Holy.
Now don't reuse this, okay, Carlo?
Do not reuse that.
Once again, we're not trying to save wax.
Those do taste pretty good though.
Okay, so let's hypothetically say I scraped this whole snowboard. You can brush it, and with the brush, you brush these nice channels into the deck of the board. Because once again, when a snowboard is moving on the snow, it's slightly melting that snow, create water, and that's how we're gliding on the snow. So you take this brush and you create these channels for that water to run. This would be the one area where like you could get those long, it's like super long, directional, one direction goes. That being said, you could always also pick up and go like heavy duty, super nerdy, and get the buffer. Which I might have this up. So even on an area where you don't wax, it would be worth coming through with a quick buff. And that'll give you a good wax. That's a quick rundown. Once again, you can dive as deep into this world as you want. And if you need any wax stuff, think in the description. Use code JB15 for 15% off. The code's down there. Thanks. You save some money with some wax. Same thing for you guys. Starter kits, big brushes, everything you need. But with that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shooting with the crew today. Hopefully I can get back on snow as soon as the ankle heals up. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you on another video with Daily on channel. We do stuff like this
Daily!